begin our day with a keynote speech by Google, Mr. Panos Lamprakos. So enjoy. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Okay, some of the slides have really small fonts, so the people in the back seats, it might be better if you moved closer to the screen. Okay, so let's wait for some people to relocate. So I'm Panos. I've been with Google for 5 years. This is my 4th expo. I was in the UK until really late last night. I came with a 3 a.m. flight. I think I'll manage this speech, and it's going to be 20 minutes. It has 2 basic parts. The first part has to do with Forex trends, what we see traders or retail customers searching in the Google search engine. And then, as we see the importance of mobile phones growing a lot, there's a special part in the presentation, how to fix mobile landing pages and improve your forms to get better conversions and customers faster. So let's start with the first chart. The first chart, each line is a year. The green line is 2013. The blue line is 2013, the green line is 2014, and the purple line above is 2015. So these are searches for the top 50 converting keywords we see at Google. These include Forex trading, online Forex, Forex broker. So you see the demand per year. So let me explain. 2013 was a year of low volatility, especially in the second half, if you remember. So after the summer, we see the blue line going down. This trend continued in 2014 as well. So the first 8 months were slow, low volatility, and then in the summer, euro dollar, the euro starts going down, volatility starts, oil starts going down, so we see people searching more and more for Forex online. Same thing with the CHF Euro event early this year in January. We saw people really searching and wanting to trade online. Now, let's see where the growth is coming from. 2 lines. The black line is desktop. The red line is mobile. So as you can see, these are global stats. Desktop has been pretty stable for Forex, but mobile has been growing quite significantly. So desktop is almost flat. It's growing 5% per year, but mobile is around 80%. So we do expect mobile searches to surpass those of desktop within the next 12 months in this industry. This is Forex, and this is binary. For binary, the gap between mobile and desktop is higher. This is mainly because we see the majority of volume for binary options in Europe. It's not that developed in Asia, where mobile penetration is high. But still, desktop and mobile and binary options are growing significantly. Desktop is growing around 20%, while mobile is growing more than 100%. Now, back to Forex. We see major countries and what people look in these countries from desktop, mobile, and tablet. So each color represents a device. Blue is desktop, green is mobile, and yellow is tablet. And as you will see, especially Asian countries like Malaysia or Indonesia, we see a lot of searches coming from mobile, more than 30%. So Asian countries are leading the pack here, and we expect them to reach 50% within probably the next 8 months. Why is that? Asians, they're on the move, they work more, they're more dependent on their mobile phone, so they use their mobile phone more than we do in Europe. Another region which is quite like that is the Middle East. So again, we see in this region for Forex very high usage of mobile phones as well. So when a customer asks me, which country should I go in Asia? My answer is, how good is your mobile product? Because if you want to be successful in Asia or the Middle East, you need a very strong mobile product. Okay, let's go to the marketing area. The above graph is Forex, the below graph is binary, and we see averages of CPCs, cost per click, in desktop and mobile for Forex, above chart, and binary, lower chart. So what do we see? We see a big gap between the cost of a click in mobile, in Forex, than in desktop. So it's around 40% lower. So for me, this is a great opportunity. It means that if you get your mobile product right, and the conversion rate in desktop and mobile is the same, you pay less, 40%, for your traffic. In binary options, it's almost the same. I don't see an opportunity there, but definitely for Forex. Market events. So whenever there's a major market event, we see demand going up significantly. So we see people wanting to trade online. This is the main market event of this year. So the fixed rate between Euro CHF changing. So this is depicted in the green line, and the blue line is the total searches for Forex. So you see in the 3 days, the day before and the day following the CHF event, searches for online trading increased by 50% globally. So this is not the only example. We have IPOs. So for example, last year, Alibaba IPO had major interest, major financial announcements from companies. So these are kind of events that really drive demand. And as marketeers, you can take advantage of these events because not many companies have the capacity or do the marketing campaigns to take advantage of this kind of events. Now, this is a very, very complicated graph, but I'll try to make it simple for you. So what is important is the size of the bubble. The size of the bubble is demand. So how many searches we see for product. The color of the bubble is the product. Blue is Forex, green is stock. So, and each bubble represents a continent. So you see the blue in the middle, the blue big bubble, it's Forex demand in Europe, which is a substantial part of demand. But again, you see that there is also big demand for Forex in Asia, which is the green bubble, and for stock. So again, this makes you think a lot about your product mix. What kind of products does your platform provide? Do I have a lot of stocks? Do I have CFDs on stocks? So the demand is there, and it's very important that you're able to get it. So I said before that we already see in the US that more than 50% of searches come now from mobile. We expect for the Forex industry this to happen in the next 12 months. The problem is we're not quite there yet in terms of website and products. So the products are not yet up to the standard. So a few tips about mobile experience and how you can improve your mobile website and your and the forms and the landing pages. So it gets better, so you have better return on your investment for your marketing campaigns. So I talked about nomophobia last year. This year I even have a cool slide. Nomophobia, fear of losing your mobile, fear of not having mobile. We're obsessed with our own mobile, right? We check it all the time. We use it all the time. We're really, really scared of losing it. So from Google's side, we see 1.5. Okay, it depends on the period, but we see at least more than 1 million Android devices being activated per day. More smartphones are activated per day than babies born in the world. So mobile is very, very important. And we're scared of losing our mobile. Has anyone downloaded this application, Checky? Hands? Okay, one gentleman in the back. So basically, it tells you how many times you check your mobile phone. I do it more than 60 times. If you do it less than 60 times, it's okay, but it's really amazing. You should try it. So sometimes when I work, it's more than 100 times per day. So we're really, really, really attached to our mobile. Now let's talk a little bit about landing pages in mobile. So first thing, you should concentrate. This is not different from desktop. Bounce rates. You need to minimize the bounce rate. This is the same as in desktop, but you need to segment your traffic sources. Some traffic sources in desktop might have lower bounce rates or higher bounce rates than in mobile. So mobile, it's a different game, so you need to be careful of your traffic sources. Time on the landing page. Desktop, a lot of time is okay. People are expected to do research on desktop site, landing pages, research stuff. In mobile, time should be minimal. So people should have an easy choice, click on the button and go to the next step. People don't research on mobile. So you need to think when you're creating your mobile page. Speed. You have to be obsessed about speed. Speed is very, very important, especially in mobile. If the mobile landing page takes more than 5 seconds, it's too much. If you go to your analytics account and you see some landing pages, especially in countries that do not have, quick internet, I've seen loading time going up to 17 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds. This is a killer. It will kill your conversion. It's like going to a restaurant and the food coming after 2 hours. Will you go again? It's the same with the customer. They will never come to your website again. So there's also this tool. It's free by Google. It's called Page Speed Insights. So you just put the URL of the landing page and gives you suggestions and gives you a rank. So it's externally available. It's free, and you should definitely use it. Now, a very big debate. Should I have a responsive mobile or mobile optimized site? So responsive is I take the desktop, I clean it a little bit in terms of content. It functions better than the desktop site on mobile, but it's not quite this experience we see here that Priceline has. This is a mobile optimized site. It's a completely different website than the one that you have in desktop. So if you expect your business to be more than 50% in the next 12 months from mobile, and you need to acquire, and you will have to acquire customers for mobile, you need to go to the solution of the mobile optimized site. It's better experience. So what does Priceline do well? They have identified the key needs of each of their customers in mobile. These are 4: hotels, flights, cars, etc. So it's very easy, 4 things. In the desktop side, you can have 1,000 of things. You can do research, everything. But mobile has to be simple and quick. Okay. Forms. Okay, probably I could speak for 1.5 hours for forms. I'll try to do it in 5 minutes and give you the biggest pitfalls or the simplest things you can do to improve your conversion rates into forms. So, all our studies show that incremental steps in the forms work better than having one big form that's intimidating for users. So it's really good to break down the registration process in clear, small steps. It's also even better to have the easy fields in the beginning. So an easy field would be, what kind of currency would you like your account to be? Euro or USD? This is an easy field. But if you start by asking the telephone of a person as a first field, maybe because of privacy, they won't be willing to give it to you. So what you want to do is to make a small commitment from the trader, because if they put the time and the commitment, they will continue until the end. So the first fields should be simple and should aim at getting the commitment. Second, very important, auto-completion. If some fields can be auto-completed, they should be auto-completed. So 9 out of 10 forms, they don't have auto-completion. Let me give you an example. If I go 9 out of 10 brokers today and I try to open an account in Cyprus, the country of residency will be blank. It won't be pre-filled in Cyprus. So this is very easy to fix. I'm in Cyprus, probably my residence is in Cyprus, so this should be pre-filled. Same with the number, the telephone number. The country code can be pre-filled. 9 out of 10 forms don't have auto-completion or pre-filled forms. A great example is car rentals. And this particular example is from South Africa. So let's go to this side. And so the moment I open the form, they know the country I'm in and the city. So it's Cape Town, South Africa. They have pre-selected my age, 25 to 70, because 90% of their customers are there. And also the dates of my car rental, because their data indicates that on average 3 days is the average rental time. So when I go to this landing page, I have a high probability of not having to fill any of the fields, so, which is a great experience. It's much faster, and I can go to the next field much easier. Okay. Has anyone in this room tried to open a live account using landscape? So landscape means, were you able to do it? Okay. Okay. 9 out of 10 times it's impossible, because the fields get lost, the keypad takes the majority of the screen. So if the form does not work in landscape mode, just don't provide to the retail customer, the customers, this option. Just keep the form as it is. Now, there are a lot of fields that require only numbers, right? This is the telephone, credit card number, in most countries, PO box. In how many forms have you seen the keypad appearing? Usually, you just get the letters pad when you need to fill your telephone number or your credit card. How of a great of experience is just to want, to fill your number and just get the keypad. It's a single line of code. It's very easy to fix, and your customers will be delighted if they get this kind of experience. So very easy fix. It will reduce significantly the time of your forms. Okay, last key learning and thing that is significant in forms, autocorrection. So you need to make sure, because there is usually 1 to 5 mistakes each time someone completes a form. So your form needs to account for that. You need to help the users identify their mistakes. So here is a nice example. So if someone forgets to write their zip code, there's a red letter indication saying that you need to go back and fill it up. Does anyone know what is the Android curse? Okay, how many Android users do we have here? Android. Okay, the rest are iPhones. Okay, so 60-40. So the iPhone curse. It's whenever an iPhone user is frustrated, including myself, I will push the back button, right? In iPhone, you don't have the back button. In Android, we do have it. So in any kind of form that works for Android, you need to make sure that all the data is not lost when someone is pressing the bad button. So for Android users, does this make sense? When you get frustrated on your mobile, the first thing you do is what? Back button, hands? Okay, good, good. So you need to address that. It's different in iPhone and different in mobile. Okay, so these were all my slides. If I would like you to keep two or three things from this presentation is that Forex in the past 8 months has been growing a lot. We see a lot of demand online. Mobile is driving this change and this demand. And since we're going to see, we expect mobile to continue growing and being more important than desktop in the next few months, you need to focus on your mobile product, which yet, as an industry, Forex is not yet there. Now, I'll be more than happy to answer any kind of questions. Before the questions start, my field of expertise is advertising, AdWords, analytics, and Forex. So because Google is a very big company, we have projects from driverless cars to Android to maps. I would appreciate if your questions are in this field.
I'll bring you a microphone.
Yeah.
Just to see. Perhaps present yourself.
Could you just talk about average CPMs in the FX industry again? I saw a chart there. What is that an average? Is that the average CPMs people are paying you, or is that the average CPMs people are paying other websites?
Okay, so
Or is it CPC?
that was CPC. Okay. That was CPC. You're asking about CPM or CPA?
CPM. What would be the average CPM that is being paid by the FX industry?
Okay, so I would say that 95% of our customers, they use our display product on a CPC basis. So they pay per click. So why this is important? Because it takes the risk out of the advertiser and puts it in the publisher. So if you buy impressions in a website, the risk is on you that people will go there and they will click. But so to give you a range, the CPC, and it depends highly on the countries, because in high competitive countries like the UK or Germany, CPCs on display could be from $1 to $3, but in Asian countries can be less than $1. So it depends on the country, but I wouldn't expect any CPMs, if you'd like, more than 2-3 euros on average. Yeah. Yes. I can repeat the question.
Thank you. Where is the growth coming from in real terms, like the volume? You showed relatively that mobile is growing more in the Asian countries, but the actual real numbers, which ones are the biggest? Do you have any data on that?
You mean which countries?
Which countries have the biggest in terms of numbers, the biggest searches or...
Okay, in terms of volume.
In terms of volume, yeah.
Okay, so for Forex and binary, it's the same, it's Europe. And within Europe, we have 3 main markets. UK, Germany, and France. So these are the markets. In terms of growth, they haven't been growing that much in the past years, but still growing in a in 2014, single digits. 2015, because of the volatility, we see double digits, but these are the main markets.
In the Far East, which ones are the big ones?
Okay, so obviously it's China, but as Google doesn't have presence there, I cannot speak about China. But in the Far East, we see a lot of searchers from Indonesia, which is a fairly big country, and Malaysia. These are big countries in Asia. Yeah.
Thanks. Are there any specific keywords that have been a lot stronger in the past 8 months, other than euro volatility and the Swiss franc?
When you mean strong?
I mean, that kind of came out of nowhere and are converting a lot better than they have in the past.
Okay, so we haven't seen major changes in conversion rates, apart of the fact that conversion rates in desktop have been increasing, but to any specific keyword being, converting better than other keywords, we haven't observed that. But the data I showed you, it's not about CHF euro, which is a very generic term that might not lead to any traders, but it's mainly Forex Online, Forex Broker, like very, very targeted intent-based searches.
Okay. If we don't have any more questions, last one.
Hello. May I know which is have more clicks for Asia market? Is it from the mobile or from the website?
Okay, it depends on the keywords you have in your account, and but still is desktop, but it's very close. It's very close. So in Asia, I believe we're going to see, especially in other industries, we have already seen. For example, gaming, we see that searches in mobile are higher than desktop. In Forex, we haven't seen that yet. I think in Asia, next 8 months, we're going to see it. But still desktop, yes, in the Forex industry. Other questions? Yeah. Yes.
That's the last one.
Okay.
Thanks. My name is Mikhail from Exness. How do you think, what is more effective, to have an adapted website or have a mobile application for trading, or for website, or for client area on the website?
Okay. The complete mobile strategy is mobile optimized site plus application. You need to have both, because research shows that some people really don't like to use that much applications. They prefer the mobile site. So if you want to be 100% and tackle all your audience and your traders, you need to have both. The optimal would be both being able to trade on the application and mobile site. Okay, because at the moment it's very hard, or it's not hard, but most of the brokers don't offer this. Does this answer your question, or?
Yeah, we just don't see any kind of relevant volumes from mobile trading. It looks like new and great thing, but it doesn't work, as we see.
In terms of registrations, what?
And in terms of trading, for Forex trading, they don't clients don't like Forex applications, as we see?
I will have to disagree on that, because there have been some brokers that have been very successful promoting their app. For example, again, I will use the plus 500 example, and I'm going to use data from their annual report, that one of the major strategies the past 2 years were the mobile and promoting the app. So if customers don't like this, why should you do that? So in almost all industries, apps are used, but maybe you should, I don't know what kind of an app and how good is the product and what kind of customers are you. I mean, if you're going for very experienced traders, maybe desktop is the preferred choice, but if you're going to low quality, really retail customers that are not that sophisticated, trading in mobile with a simple platform might be the solution. So it depends. But a lot of companies have been successful and their strategy has been on mobile and especially pushing their application. Okay. Okay, I'll be around the entire day. If you need to ask anything, or I'll be happy to have a chat with anyone in this room. So, great.
Thank you very much, Panos.